So speaking of love languages, after listening to that episode, did you look up what your language was?
Well, I already knew what my love languages were.
Oh, what is your love language?
Well, there's a tie. So, words of affirmation and physical touch, those are my love languages. Like, pour into me. I'm like that. That does it for me. Pour into me. Like and with that, it's like I always tell people, like, I believe in mutual thirst. Like, I understand that women want to be chased, but damn it, I want to be chased too. Like, run after me a little bit too. Make me feel like you want to be a part of this just as much as you want me to be a part of what you have going on.
Right.
So those things, like I said, so it's words of affirmation and physical touch. It doesn't have to be sexual. Just rub my arm, rub my bald head, touch my beard, like just things like that. Like, it makes me feel like you want me. And like I said, it doesn't have to always be like, I want you in a sexual manner. Just like, I like you. I'm interested. So those are my love languages.
Nice.
So I'm gonna ask you the same question that I asked Miss K on that episode.
Okay.
Are there any of the love languages that you feel would be kind of a turn off for you?
A turn off.
Yeah.
Probably receiving gifts.
Yeah, I think we said the same thing.
Yeah, probably receiving gifts. And it's not that I don't want the gifts, but it's just like, I don't want to feel like you're trying to buy my affection or my love.
Yeah.
Like that's where I'm at with that. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm being bought. Now, once again, that's not saying I don't appreciate it.
Right.
But when it gets to that point where I'm like, okay, that's enough. Like,
it's like, what's behind it? Like, why are you like, why are they doing it? Like,
right. Especially when I've expressed to you, hey, and I'm a person, I'll tell you, no, just pour into me and just touch me. That's all I need. That's it.
Okay, so what if their love language was receiving gifts, but they were able to love in your language as far as physical touch and words of affirmation?
Well, as far as that, I don't think that would be an issue if that's their love language. But that's one of those things, I guess, just as a man, and with it being a hot girl summer, that's one of those things. That's one of those things you got to kind of look at with the side eye, like, is this really love language, or is he just trying to get $40 out of me?
Hot girl summer all 2019.
Right. It's just a hot girl year. So it's one of those things that just as a man, and I understand when men be like, I'm not, like you have to be leery, but you don't have to be so leery to the point where you are, shunning a woman who's interested in you if that's just legitimately her love language. If she's just like, I want to feel appreciated, and this is how I've been, taught to feel appreciated. Like, my dad spoiled me, my mom spoiled me, whatever the case may be. So you have to have a level of understanding with it also.
Right, absolutely. I think we talked about that. If it goes a little bit too far left, yeah, you have to be just aware of that.
Yeah.
But some people's love language is just gifts, and that's just what it is. There's no bad intent.
Right. It's not always malicious. Now, just quick story. Damn, I'm gonna tell a story on y'all podcast. So, like, this was maybe 10 years ago. I dated this woman, and because I was still kind of young and naive, and I thought that the way that I would, show my love for her was to buy gifts. And I did that. But on the flip side of that, like, I cheated all the time on that woman. But it was one of those things to where if I cheat, I knew she'd be okay if I bought her something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate. And even now, lots of people, men in particular, have that mindset of, oh man, I'm buying her stuff, I'm giving her money, and so it's cool. And then also with women, like, some women have come to accept that, like, well, he does this, but he buys me stuff. He puts money in my pocket, like, and that has to change. We have to change that narrative, just as people in general. Like, you got to know what to accept. Like, if that's what you're going to accept, then you can't. Don't come to me talking about you want a good man when you've accepted this trash.
Right.
Because it can't be both. Like, if you're gonna take that, then you can't accept this.
That's a whole word.